okay, we'll get through this. Fast forward now, we'll get through this.
What is the problem?
Now I look really
What
short.
is? Well, honey, come on now. Seriously.
Now I look really short.
You know what?
I like this.
Here it is, episode 3. I am standing up. And the reason I'm standing up right now is I wanted to show you my jersey.
Tell me why you're wearing the jersey, Jeremy.
I am doing a salute to Chi-Town. Why? Because it's cold there. The day that we are recording this episode, what's going on in the weather, Bridget?
It is absolutely absurd. It is the major winter storm Fern. And Fern is brutal right now. It's starting to hit Texas as we speak, Arkansas. I mean, a lot of states are just getting pummeled. There's a lot of snow happening. I'm curious to see when this actually plays, what all the states are going to get hit. I mean, they're talking ice storms, record-breaking snow.
It's amazing.
It's crazy. I mean, let's talk about, if we really want to talk about the weather for a minute, I feel like we can talk about the weather, but.
Well, hold on. Time out.
Okay. Time.
Welcome to episode 3. I'm
Welcome.
Jeremy.
I'm Bridget.
And that's my wife.
Hi. That's my husband.
How's your husband?
I said, that's my husband.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have my hearing aids in. Wait. I don't have hearing aids yet, do
Maybe
I?
you should just turn my mic up so you can hear better.
That's not your mic.
You're getting there.
Here we go. I just
Jeremy, you're
right
going to
here.
be,
Look
how
at
old
there.
are you going to be this year?
That's none of your business.
I'm
I'm going to sit down now.
He's very sensitive to this
I'm not
subject. He's very sensitive.
I'm not sensitive.
Meanwhile, we're talking to our daughter that just had her birthday. We corrected the age, Jeremy, right? We corrected the age. It's going to be a funny subject.
Yes. Is it going to be funny?
It's going to be a funny topic for all of us, except for you, for years to come. So thank you so much for that. I needed some good, some good comic relief and topics. That being said, I had this funny conversation. So right before my birthday this year, I'm in bed and
Wait. You haven't had a birthday this year yet.
I'm sorry, last year. You're
Okay,
right. Last
sorry.
year. See, I'm losing
Sorry.
my mind too.
No, it's okay.
Listen,
It's okay.
this is the yin and the yang. Like, I don't know what I would do if I didn't have sometimes you just going, dude, what are you talking about? Just same with you. And I'm like, why? Anyways, so before my last birthday, the night before, I'm sitting in bed and I had realized that I didn't know how old I was turning.
Yeah.
And I said, Jeremy, can you help me here? Like, I'm not a math whiz. I don't like math. Not my favorite. I'm not a fan. So I realized that I had just been turning 37. And I'm pretty sure the entire year before I was telling everybody I was 37. So our daughter yesterday, we talked to her and she said, well, I'd be really upset if you sent me a 30-year-old birthday card. And I was like, and she said, that'd be like you sending Bridget a 40-year-old one. And I was like, absolutely not. I don't really care. I think age is just a number and it's about what's inside and like how we feel.
Yeah, but I think you have to mentally get there. Like
That's true.
When you're young,
when you're
when you're really young, you want to be older.
Mm-hmm.
But as you get into your 20s and 30s, and I'm not going to speak for your part. I'm going to speak to my part. Okay. Like, I don't want to be old necessarily. Like, I'm not ready to be old. And I think the piece that really pushed me, again, I'm not speaking for you, the piece that really pushed me to saying, forget it, I could care less how old I am, is the moment that my son-in-law and my daughter had their amazingly gorgeous, beautiful little baby, our granddaughter. She's and that just solidified something inside of me where it's just like, I could care less how old I am right now. Now,
that's what changed?
I think that, think about that.
You think it bothered you before that?
I think so, yeah.
So 2 years ago,
because I'm not that old. Like, a good friend of mine, Jim, in Minnesota, he would always introduce me to his friends and he's my 76-year-old friend. He's got 15 kids.
You're like, well, maybe
What?
somewhere out there. I have
Where do you
75
get
kids.
this? I have another
15-year-old.
I have another buddy of mine, Ryan, and he used to like to stare at my hair because it bugged the crap out of me. Now,
Jeremy, why are you wearing the glasses on your head?
But I'll get to that, okay?
Okay.
But has anybody ever looked at you, like, I mean, genuinely just looked right at you, and then they decided to look up? and they just stared looking up, and you could tell they're looking at you in your general direction. It's just like,
That's uncomfortable.
it's very, and he would do this, and he loved doing it because he knew it pushed my buttons.
Maybe you need to have him on the show. That might be a really good episode.
Oh my gosh.
You should
Anyway.
ask him to be on the show. So I can imagine when you're saying that, and maybe it's because I'm a woman. It's like having a big zit on your face, and you're already like emotional because it's that time of the month and you have a big zit and someone just stares at it and you're like, really? Could you just not look at that? Like, you can't tell that I put 5 layers of concealer on that, like on that crap. You're gonna have to bleep that out. I'm sorry. I really tried, but that's just it's really irritating. So really, you have to look at that? Don't look at that.
Yeah, while you were saying that, the reason I was laughing is because I was thinking of Austin Powers.
The mole.
The mole.
The mole.
Mole.
Mm-hmm. But it's true. I mean, I don't think people really try to be mean. It's just like a look. You just look at something because it's really obvious. We are getting really off topic.
Off topic, yeah.
That was really hard to
so I'm
say.
going to go back to the question you would ask me. Why do I wear these glasses on my head, and why don't I put them on my face? I like to put them on my face. I really do. With that being said, my hair is growing out. So this is the masculine form, and correct me if I'm wrong, but my glasses on my head are the masculine form of a headband.
I feel like a masculine form of a headband is a hat.
But I don't like hats.
I think you look good in hats. I think you should do hats. You should just do hats.
Should we see what it looks? No, we're not going to.
We're not going to do that this time.
I don't have any hats.
No, we're not going to do that this time. If you really want one, then the closet underneath the stairs, there's one.
No, I don't want
Anyways,
one.
okay.
I don't want one.
Again, men versus women. Men can not find things in the house, and women can. And they know where everything's at.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead.
We are
let's do a
so
quick
getting
recap.
off a topic.
I know. Let's do a recap.
This is a great conversation. I have so much more to add to this,
Mhm.
but I did want to talk about the last episode that I had with Billy West.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Like,
It's intense.
I'm still very excited about the interview that the opportunity. Absolutely was blessed and honored and humbled at the fact that he took the time just to hang out and have a candid conversation.
Yeah.
And that's what Pass Forward Now is all about. There's nothing staged like this. Obviously, our conversations are not staged. Now, we have an idea of what we're going to be talking about.
I made notes.
Oh, geez. I didn't.
Oh, I did. But no,
anyways,
that interview was very, very moving. And I think you can tell his passion is there because of the journey that he's been through. And he struggled a lot in life. And I think that's a very beautiful thing. And he made something out of it. And that's what this is about. This is, again, we talk about this almost every single time. This is our journey. This is our journey, our life journey, our path that we take. Everything we do connects us to the next thing in life. So even the really, really hard things, that suck, right? Like, I'm thinking about all the people that are dealing with the freeze right now, and they're going to be losing, their property, their homes, like all of the things that happen, like in freezes down in the South, things like that. That's so emotional, but it's going to make us change how we do things and change our lifestyle and make sure that, like, we're protecting ourselves somehow. But anyways, let's get back on topic. I'm sorry. There's a lot of passion for that there. But
yeah. So
powerful. And the fact that he was able to open up with that was beautiful. Like, he could open up and just talk about it. Like, that's a hard thing. I can't imagine going through that and talking about it.
I think if you honestly think about it, when you accept where you are and you're in a good spot, I think it's not easy, but easier to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
So from the fact that at the very, very beginning of our conversation, he talked about his dad whooping him, kicking his butt, beating him.
Yeah.
And I kind of try to go back and I can fill in the blanks of the reason why, but he did allude to the fact that his dad was an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something that's difficult to talk about.
Yeah.
But he did it. And then on top of that, with autism, and we talked a little bit about the history of autism too, on there wasn't a lot of studies back then when he was going through it. People didn't know a lot about it, how to handle it. But
there's a lot more out there.
What an amazing advocate and what an amazing role model.
Yeah. Yeah.
he is.
And I think he kind of lit up when he found out that our son has autism, because it's like we have that connection, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like that safe thing, right? It's like, okay, learning you have maybe an allergy or some weird, I don't know. So I don't know, something in common like that that's somewhat traumatic, I think is a connecting piece. Why are you laughing?
I have a really bad allergy.
No, I mean like anaphylaxis.
Sorry,
like
I'm
straight
sorry.
on. I
I
don't
get
mean
it.
like you have
Okay.
allergies when you go outside. I mean like really serious life-threatening allergy. People
Celiac.
connect. Or like celiac. Like I remember I met somebody back when, gosh,
It was church.
for the autism. You're talking about the autism. Well, I wasn't going there.
Celiac.
Celiac.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking about. My apologies. I interrupted you. Please continue.
I have no idea what he's talking about. Like, I bet it's really good. And later I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember. Now I know what you're talking about. But I think, I think Billy's onto something when he's talking about, it's now so much more prevalent. What is it? And he talked about evolution. And I think that's pretty spot on. Like, that's huge. Think about the different things we go through. I just think of, going to, let's look back at the history of, you're super tall. I'm not tall, right? But back, let's say 50, 60 years ago, people weren't tall very often like you. I mean, you're what, 6'2"? Like people weren't that tall. It wasn't very common, was it? No, it wasn't. I'm going to answer that question for you. It's not as common. Now it's more common. Is it the evolution of how we're dealing with things? Is it, hereditary? Like, what is it? Is it genetics? Like, what is it going on that's causing autism to be so much more prevalent? Is it the diagnosis? Is it, I don't know.
Dietary.
I think diet
The
is a
crap that they're
huge
putting in our
thing.
food.
Yeah. I mean, the dyes in food, like just the quality of our food now, nothing is fresh. And thank goodness my husband made me some really like homemade juice today. So he bought a juicer. I'm going to tell this story.
Tell
He
the
bought
story.
a juicer
Tell it. I'm
for
proud.
Christmas.
Wait, before we do, I just want to make sure that we've gone through we've done a good job recapping.
Yeah, I think we did a great
we'd love
job.
to get your feedback on the Billy West. If it hits you, he would love to hear about it.
Yeah.
I did want to also mention his book.
Yes.
Purchase it, please. What an amazing adventure. What a tale. Here's the one thing. It's not going to go on sale until July of this year. So you can pre-order. Now, what I did is I went to the Apple Books. Is that what it's called?
Audiobooks?
No, it's just Apple Books.
Oh, sure.
On your phone.
You pre-ordered it that way?
So I pre-ordered it that way.
Oh, I want a real book. We should get a little bookshelf of all the
Maybe.
all the people you've interviewed with books.
Yeah.
We should do that. That'd be really cool.
I just think when traveling, it's a lot easier when I pick up my phone and I can just read the book while I'm sitting at the airport or while I'm sitting at the dentist or while I'm sitting somewhere. It's just easy for me just to pick up my phone and read a book if I need to.
That's because men don't carry purses and they should. Just saying.
Oh, I carry a fanny pack.
No, you don't. You don't want a fanny pack.
That's right, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm
But
right,
no,
so-
I think it was a great episode. I think that Billy West has been through a lot. If you don't follow him yet, definitely find a way to follow him. I don't know how many different social media outlets he's on, but we'll look that up and like post that somewhere. But order his book. I think I'm excited to read it, and you better order the actual physical copy for me.
I'll order that
because
copy.
I can travel with it, and I would like to travel with that and put that in my bag. So
okay, so the book is called Voice of Versa. So it's voice space dash a dash versa. It's by Billy West. It's pretty easy to find. Like he had said, he's not known for being an author. This is his first book ever, that it just came to him at this one part in your life. And again, as we work our way through life, it's amazing what comes out of it.
mm-hmm. I don't know if I could ever write a book. I feel like I would get so lost. I'm not a very good storyteller, if you guys can't see that by now. He's shocked over here. I can't touch you with the pen because I don't want to ruin this very expensive jersey that I got you. That's a funny story too. We can tell that someday. But okay, so Christmas, I don't know how many years ago. Was it 3 years ago? 2 years ago?
If you tell the story, I'll connect with how long ago it was.
Okay. So we for Christmas, we don't really do a lot of gifts for each other. I think that, if we want something, we'll buy it, but we're very fortunate and, we have what we need. There's just really not a lot out there that we need. So
2 years
anyways,
ago.
It was 2 years
It
ago?
was 2 years ago.
Okay. So every once in a while, my husband likes to surprise me with something, and he's smirking over there because he knows where I'm going with this. And I am not like a lot of women say, do not get me appliances, do not get me things, whatever. I don't mind it. Like one year he got me a mop vacuum for the floor, and I'm such a clean freak. I love it. I love to be able to clean the house in an easy way possible. But anyway, so he surprises me with this big thing, and I'm like, what the heck is this? And I'm like, for one, I'm thinking, where is it going to fit in my kitchen? Because I had no space for it. I had to make space for it. So he bought me the juicer, and I kind of thought to myself, and I was like, I don't recall ever asking him or hinting that I wanted a juicer before. I never did. I never did. I know that for a fact. I never did. But Jeremy has always said, I really want a juicer. I really want a juicer. But I will tell you, tables have turned because now I love it. And my role is I'm just going to order the fruit and veggies and you can just make me the juice, right? Is that okay? Is that okay?
Okay. So I'm going to jump in here because
I'd love to hear
because
your side
tales in this is really funny. Okay. So how it really went, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. My wife, and I know that at some point in time we're going to talk about this, but my wife has had a difficult time, digestion issues with specific foods, and she was on this new, I need to be more real, more natural. I need to make sure that there's this. I have to, Jeremy. I have to get away from the Taco Bells.
Oh,
I have to get away from these things. I have to,
like quarter,
and I have to do better because I feel like crap.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where, and yes, absolutely. I remember as a child, my mom and dad had this really ugly juicer, and I loved the juicer. I just didn't like cleaning it.
So excited about it.
And I still am because it's so delicious. But I got even more excited because this is an opportunity for my wife to get something amazing inside of her system. So
besides Taco Bell, because he thinks that's not real food.
It's not real Taco Bell.
It's real when I eat it.
Yeah, it's real when it comes out too.
That's true.
So I buy it and she loves it. And one of the first things she does is you find an amazing recipe. And she just found the one, okay? Out of everything that she could have, she finds one recipe and she sticks with that. Mm-hmm. And it's a solid recipe.
It's really good. Do you remember what's in it?
I do.
Okay,
and correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Oh. So because I literally just made it.
Yeah.
So there's spinach, baby
Don't
spinach leaves. I'm sorry. There's baby spinach leaves. There are carrots. Mm-hmm. There's celery. That's on the vegetables.
Did you call it celery?
Celery.
Okay. Yep. And what else?
Thanks.
What else?
Where's my ADD medication? So that's on the vegetable side. Mm-hmm. On the fruit side, today you did something a little different, and you usually don't do it, so I'm not going to include that. But it's pineapple and oranges.
Crap! I forgot to put pineapple on the list too.
All right, well done. Okay. And that's it. Today she had an apple in it. Could you taste the apple?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No. But we ran out of oranges, so I was like, "What else am I going to do for the fruit in there?" I asked for the lemon, and you were like, "Oh, don't put that in there." I was like, "Okay." It didn't really taste any different. That being said, it was canned pineapple, which is not great. No. It's not that great. I won't do that again.
You don't want canned. It's got to be fresh.
So that being said, I think in his mindset, it was a good idea, and I do appreciate it, and thank you so much, because now I get it. But I will forever go and say I'm not making the juice myself because I will probably lose a finger in that thing.
Oh my gosh.
And then good luck getting that cleaned up.
It's a Breville. It's an amazing juicer.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's got a lot of passion.
I will tell you what an amazing unit. It's easy to clean, but I'll tell you the kids love fresh juice. They really do. Like if we have a bunch of strawberries and raspberries and we could tell they're starting to get old, I'll just flip it on and I'll ask the kids, and the kids have a great time with it. They'll go in the fridge and here's some grapes and here's some mustard. No, we're not doing the mustard. And they'll just start pulling a lot of things out, and we put it in there and we drink it and we rate it. We have a really good time with it. But on top of that, it's a great snack.
It's great. Like, when I had COVID, I remember I was like, we ordered a bunch of food in because I was not in a good place to leave. Obviously, you can't leave the house. You're supposed to be in quarantine, so whatever. And I was just like, please make me juice. I was like, all I need is juice. I wasn't able to eat anything. And everybody said, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. And I was like, I just didn't want to drink water. Like, you can tell I like sparkling water, like flavored water. You know, I like water, but that's not my first go-to when you're not eating anything. Yeah. Like, you just don't want to drink water and that's it all day. So it was fantastic. So thank you so much. So I do appreciate the fact that when you do buy a gift, you do a lot of research and you really want the best of the best. Like, we're kind of in the market for a new coffee machine, and he doesn't drink coffee, but he's Colombian. So like, he probably knows the truth about what's really good, and it's in his blood. But that's the next purchase. And, you know, I've looked at some of them, and then he's like, that's not good enough. And I'm like, well, you're not drinking it. Why does it matter? No. And he goes, that's not good enough. It's not going to work. It's not going to be great for us. So can we segue a little bit? I'm kind of glad we started talking about the juicer, because I think it brings up an interesting topic of just marriage and men and women and how does that go? And, you know, I think with you, you know, you have ADHD and you can really kind of get dialed in and focused on certain things, and everything around you is just not it's like blinders are on. And it's a challenge. It's been a challenge in our marriage since day one. It's been a challenge. And I think that I've learned to cope with it in a way. You don't take any medication for it, like, ever anymore, right? Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't take any medication for it. So when he's really off, I'm like, dang it! See? I can blame you now because you don't take your medication and you're not doing anything about it. But no, it's true. In the moments of, you know, when you're really heated and you're like, why can't you be better about this? And not that I'm proud of that, you know, those moments or whatever, but I think it's true. I think we all have our things in marriages that make things very difficult, right? And like, men and women, we parent differently and kind of go through that. But I mean, tell me about your struggles with marriage and ADHD. Like, what do you go through on your perspective? Because gosh, I can't imagine trying to stay focused and you're like, and I'm everywhere. I think I have some kind of form of ADD or something. I'm everywhere all the time.
No, I think that's an unfair question, because for me, life is good. Yeah. Life is great, regardless of what's going on around me. And yeah, I have a lot of voices that are going off right now and what I should be saying, where I should be going. Like, I want to talk a little bit.
I think that's ADHD. I think there's another problem for that. Sorry, go ahead.
Thanks.
That was just a voice in your head.
Yeah.
As long as your voice doesn't say murder your wife, we're good.
Hang in there, man. When that happens to you and you're mid-sentence and your wife just interrupts you, just hang in there, okay? Hang in there. It's okay.
Well, I always have 5 things happening all the time. And I think women can multitask. And it's funny, I had this conversation with my coworker the other day and I said, oh, if only the men here could just multitask every once in a while. And she was like, yeah, so true. We'd get so much more done. But then I also think you wouldn't get anything done because you can't multitask as a man. Like, I mean, can you multitask? Like, let's be honest. Let's talk. I wish I had a mic in front of your face that I could just. I know you have that one.
I think I can multitask, but what I have learned is that you can honestly, truly do one task at a time and be 100% committed to that task.
There is truth to that, yeah.
And I've learned through my life that I don't want to do a half butt job.
You almost swore on that one.
I know, and so I'm trying to be careful here. But okay. I don't want to do a crappy job. And what I do, I want to do an amazing job, because everything that I do, I want people to know that I'm truly putting my heart into it. Whether it's cleaning the toilet, whether it's taking care of the kids, whether I'm at work or whether I'm talking to a friend, whether I'm playing a video game, whether I'm just welcoming you home when you come home. Like I have to stop, and it's very difficult for me to do that because there's so much going on, but I honor the reason why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And most of the time I'm doing it for you.
And that, yeah, but that's true. Not necessarily though, because like today you got really distracted. Okay, I'm cleaning the house, and I said, "Hey, can you take the stools and clean off the bottom of the stools or whatever?" I have no idea what you did, but in the meantime, I like cleaned the shower not once but twice because it was that bad. It was just gross, like scrubbing in between the grout. Like I don't know if I'll ever want a tile shower again. I'm just gonna say that out loud. I don't, as much as I love the look of them. Nope, no, I don't want it again.
Okay.
No. Anyways, but you know, now I'm getting distracted here. I think you get distracted and you kind of go off in your own little world for a bit, and I think that's how you cope with it. If I'm just speaking out loud as a non-therapist and whatever, but I think when you have those moments where your brain is going all the time. So, my husband is known, and I don't think this is a bad thing. I think you're known for being able to fall asleep and take little cat naps, like 5-10 minute cat naps. And you are so lucky that you could do that. I wish I could do that. That's not my thing. But I think that's how you cope with it, because your brain is constantly going, and all of a sudden it's like you just need to crash a little bit. Right?
Yeah.
Is that what you did earlier instead of helping clean the stools?
No, yeah. No, I
well, you
I
said,
did
yeah,
take
no. Which one is it?
I did take a nap.
Okay, he took a cat nap. See?
I absolutely did.
All
I
right.
was tired. I'm the one who gets up hecka early in the morning.
Yeah, and I don't.
And I'm very productive when I'm doing whatever I'm doing in the morning. I'm most of the time I'm in the studio here prepping or getting ready for the next podcast or for a guest or whatever that might be. But yeah, no, I have to crash out because like this episode is called His Time of the Month. And I was getting agitated and I was crabby, and I don't know why. I that happens every once in a while, and that's
It's
okay.
your time of the month.
Okay, fine.
I don't know how long that lasts for you. Is it 7 days? Is it 5 days? Is it
Who knows?
whenever once a week? I mean,
This and ladies, the ladies who are listening to this, it truly is a thing. Men do have that time of the month, and it's not to mimic or mock what women go through on their monthly cycle. It's really not. It's just we have our moments as well. So forgive us, okay?
Do you want to talk about why you had men of the like your man period?
No, because of my ADHD, it was important at the time, and now I could care less, and I have no idea why I had a moment. But I'm sure you remember.
Not really.
Oh, good.
No, not really. I think it's just we all have to find those ways of like coping with things, and I look to the statistics of like men versus women, right? And how we kind of have our strengths and weaknesses, and how we meld together and have to be that yin and yang for each other. And like there's certain things where, gosh, like I'm not an easy person, I think, to be around all the time. He did the head nod. I don't know what that was, but I'm really not. And I have my moments. I'm a very active. I'm a busy person where I don't know how to sit still very often. And when I do, I'm crashing.
Yeah.
I'm crashing hardcore.
Yeah.
Like I was in bed working on some things and sending some emails, and not really sending emails. I was working on my laptop for work, and I'm starting to fall asleep, and he's over there snoring, and I was like, okay, I know I need to just stop right now and just go to sleep. But we all have our different things with even like parenting styles. Think about that. I am much more of a helicopter mom. I really am. I don't know what it is. I really try to stop and get away from it. I want to know what your facial expression is right now, because I know you agree with me, and I'm not proud of it, but I mean, you're sharing your ADHD stuff. I just have to kind of go out there and just say, I'm really protective of these kids, and I just don't want them to get hurt. Yeah, it's okay if they fall on their face every once in a while, but like even being outside and going to play, I just don't trust the people around sometimes, We live in a different time. And it's not the same time that when I was growing up. I mean, my parents,
just let me go out, and I was out and about. I would just say, I'm going out to play. I'm gonna go play with Joel or
Just like
or
lots of
whatever.
stuff.
And I was
Yeah.
gone. I was on a bike because the rules were come home at dinner time, and dinner time tended to be like when the sky was dark. And we came home, we ate dinner, and if we could go outside again and play, we would.
Yeah.
So, and a large factor of that, and the reason why we don't do it now is because we're distracted by this stupid thing. I hate, as much as this is a convenience, I hate my cell phone. I hate the constant, oh, did somebody call me? Oh, did somebody this? Oh, I wonder if. And now that I have the podcast up and running, now I'm looking at and dealing with analytics as well.
Mhm. Well, don't they say like your body or your mind goes through like endorphins or stuff like that when you, I don't remember the wording of it or how they argue it, but your body or your mind releases certain endorphins when you're getting like social media stuff or you're getting pinged by text messages or all of these things that are happening, and it's become this instant gratification. I remember I was ordering something for the girls the other day and they were like, I need this now, and I was like, no, you don't. It's not about that. So, we're changing, and I'm curious to see, as we kind of tie this back into Billy's interview, the evolution of what's going to happen with, parenting as things have changed, because I think parenting is very different from today as it was, as we were talking, 30 years ago or whatever, or even 10 years ago. And the evolution is going to continue to change. So, what can we do as parents? What can we do as, marriage, like a married couple, to kind of work through some of those things? And I think that I don't know, it's an interesting concept. And like, I would love to look back at this and say, as Penelope, our granddaughter, grows up, the parenting style that they're having, and they're phenomenal parents, by the way, phenomenal parents. They're doing such a good job with her, and they're letting her learn things, on her own. And they're very,
consistent.
Yes, consistent. Thank you. But, when we talk about me being the helicopter parent, I think you're much more like, I'm really nurturing too in the helicopter parent, but like you're more matter of fact where you're like, just let them, just do it. Like, I'm going to tell you to do it. This is what, and I'm like, I want to reason with them a little bit more. And I don't think you like that particularly, but I like to reason with them a little more.
I have no idea what you're even talking about. I'm sorry.
So, well, when we say no, you can't have this, or no, you're not doing that, it's like I like to explain to them some of it, like why, rather than just
I
like
understand.
No. So
Yeah,
that's
I
a
get
little
it.
more of that nurture piece of it, where I want them to understand the meaning behind it, rather than just flat out being like blunt no. And I don't think that's a bad thing that you do
No.
that way. I just think that that's more of a male parenting style versus a woman parenting style.
No, and I definitely, just to counter that, I definitely appreciate slowing down and letting them understand the reason. Why am I saying no? Or why
you come
isn't
back to it later.
why isn't this a thing? Why can't this be a thing?
Mm-hmm.
So, my ADHD is killing me right now because you asked me a question at the beginning of this episode and I still haven't answered it.
I'm so sorry. Have you been focused on that this whole time?
Yes.
All right.
So
go ahead.
I've been very
Go ahead.
distracted.
All right. Let's get you back on track.
Holy cow.
Answer the question.
So for those individuals that have ADHD, just stick in there with me. I know exactly what I'm talking about or where I'm going through. So here we go. So at the beginning of the interview, you had asked me about my ADHD and how do I think about things or deal with things, especially within our marriage. And it's just like, for me, I don't even know how to answer that question. I honestly don't, because with ADHD, I'm thinking of a million things right now, and that's what helps. When I speak to a lot of our guests, I'm not surprised that they have ADHD because of that creative piece, how creative they are.
Yep.
And that's, and if we're to compare the kind of the roles and the differences of the yin and the yang, when we're looking at the creative side of things, like this coming out of the podcast, what are we going to talk about, and all that jazz, and the pre-work, the post-work, and all that, that's definitely my forte. When it comes to the macro media part of things, the in-depth crap that I just can't handle, she excels at that. She is awesome at just keeping it organized, regardless of how chaotic it is. She's able to kind of pull everything together and prioritize it and then execute on it. Where for me, it's just like, oh, look, I've got to take care of this, but I can't forget to take care of this. So I don't organize it and pull it together. I just grab what I can and I work with it.
Yep.
And the same thing with our marriage. And I've had to evolve and I've had to learn, and it's been very challenging, trying for me to be a successful husband in my own terms. So, and I judge myself very much. If I'm not successful, I really hammer down on myself on saying, why didn't you do this? You got to do a lot better. Come on now. But again, the way I think and the way it comes out, it can come out as crooked or it can be misconceived the way it comes out. But there's so many things that are happening in my head. Now, one thing you've always talked about is my facial features. Excuse me.
Not your facial features,
No.
your expressions.
My
that you give
expressions.
me.
My expressions,
'Cause
right.
Sometimes, like, he has, I don't know, this tendency where he just looks kind of angry or judgy, or, you
Last
know, I'm
night.
always like, what is happening right now? Like, I don't know what's going on. And so I don't know. I'm curious to see if the watchers are watching your facial expression now, because just wait, they're going to be judging you and they're going to notice it. You know, sometimes I have that kind of resting, you know, face of, you know, I don't know, anger or just kind of oblivion, but you have this and you do this a lot. It's your eyebrows. Yeah, it's the eyebrows. And you do that. Like, if I was to do that to you, you'd be like, you okay? I'd be like, no, I'm not okay. I wouldn't be okay, because I would be looking at you like that and I would be really upset, and you did something very wrong and you should either run or say, I'm sorry, or what do you need? But with you, you just have that. And I don't know if that's like the monkey in your head going like this. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But that is, and it's like, I don't know if it's an ADHD thing. And this, I don't want this to be a bash on you. That's not what I'm trying to do
No.
here. That's not, but I think, you know, there's times where you were talking earlier about you just being direct, and you won't kind of like, or like you know, you just like, I don't care. I'm like, is it that you don't care, or is it that you don't really, you don't mind, right?
Yeah, I think it is that I really don't. Most of the time, I really don't care. But like last night,
We're talking about two different things: care or mind if it happens.
Which reminds me, ADHD guys, if you guys have not watched the Key and Peele skit,
So good.
the cell phone skit, you'll know exactly what we're talking about. Now, it's exactly what's going on right now in the conversation.
Yeah.
But it's over dramatized, and they do such a good job. I would encourage you, after the podcast, take a look at Google search Key and Peele, or YouTube Key and Peele.
Don't get distracted with your ADHD if you have it.
Text message. Check that out. Speaking of which, do you know what time it is?
Hack of the month, everyone. It is a way that we can give you a tip and a trick to help you save money, especially with the economy being so expensive right now. I know they keep saying they're going to get better, but Jeremy, can you tell us a little bit about the app Upside?
Yeah, Upside's an amazing app. Download it if you can. It's 100% free to use. And basically the way we use it, and I'll tell you, for the 2 years that we've used Upside now, we've gotten $200 cash back already on it. So, yep. I mean, there's nothing special about it because we use it such a little bit. If we started using this more on the grander scale.
Yeah, if we actually used it at like the restaurants and other vendors that they allow.
But the way that we do it is every time we need to fill up with gas, I'll run to the local gas stations that's partnered with Upside.
And it has a little location map on it. So when you start driving around, you can see the different vendors that they partner with. So the restaurants, gas stations. I don't know if they have, I think some locations actually have grocery stores. I could be mistaken on that. But again, we use it for gas stations, and we don't drive that often. We're very fortunate to work from home unless I travel for work. But it's been a great tool for us to be able to save some money where we can.
Yeah. So your local grocery stores, like my wife had said, there are some restaurants. We did try it one time and it worked out pretty slick at, what is that?
Applebee's or
IHOP.
something.
It was
it's
IHOP.
Yeah.
It was International House of Pancakes. But it's not just there either.
Right. There's a ton of them.
And this is all dependent on, obviously, your surrounding area. So I do see Kiki's Breakfast, which is a little breakfast slab placed by us. But there's also KFC, Jersey Mike's, Chili's. The list goes on and on. So what I would say is try it. Download the app, fill up your gas tank, make sure you're using the app, and seeing how it gives you money back. And if you want to try it towards something else, like a car wash or something else, if you go into the gas station, they'll give you extra points for going into the gas station and purchasing like a fountain drink or
that's cool.
whatever, a donut.
Yeah,
something else you might want.
Look at the terms on how to use it and ask the restaurants, because I think that was a bit of a hiccup for us the first time we did it. We had to pay with, I don't know, gift cards or something. There was something odd that we had to do, but the cool thing is the cash back that you get, you can use it for gift cards towards different things. I think we used it for a Target gift card, or it was like a movie theater ticket gift card, something like that. And so you can take that money, put it to what you really want, and they have hundreds of different vendors that will be able to get you, your cash back to use that for something else. And the vendors that they have actually for you to go and save money at, there's 100,000 plus. So it's very good. And if you're in a, more busy major city, I'm sure you're going to have a lot more options than we have. But just a quick tip, trick, hack that we use to save some money and get money back. We use that money, hopefully for something fun and extra that we normally wouldn't do.
Yeah. We just wanted to share this with you. Once a month, we're going to be finding these kind of deals that are out there that you can save the money. We know we need to save it. So check it out. Upside. Yep. Well, here we are. We're doing another session of dad jokes. I personally haven't heard anything bad as of yet in regards to the bad jokes. Have you?
No, I think dad jokes are great. I love them. And I love my brother, so it works.
I will tell you this before we patch your brother in, okay? I don't want him hearing this, but I think, because I don't want him thinking I'm giving him a compliment. But here's the thing.
So
I truly
like secret. What if he listens to this?
He doesn't waste his time listening to our podcast. He's out drinking beer and eating cheese. He's in Wisconsin. Come on now. Anyway,
Beer cheese soup.
I think it's not. I think the dad jokes are bad enough as is. But what makes a dad joke work is the timing. And I think the delivery. Yeah. And I think, your brother can probably talk about some fart like everybody else has talked about, and it's not really funny, but the way
farts are still funny.
The way he delivers it, I think can be funny. So give me a moment. So I'm going to see where your brother is, see if I can patch him in here.
Check it. See if he's there.
Josh, you there?
Yes. I'm here, and I'm so glad that you called.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Yeah.
I accidentally swallowed some food coloring yesterday. I think I died. Just a little bit.
I'll give you that.
Like, there's a red one, so I think it's like red and red in there.
Ooh. Yeah. Well, for one, red dye is bad for you, anyways. Okay, but
yeah, I was already nervous.
Okay.
Okay.
That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
That was a good one. I liked it.
What other?
He's going to be cackling in the middle of the night. He's going to wake up and he's like, that's so funny.
I understand it. What are you saying now? He died.
Took him a little bit.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to burp. I just got finished eating a snack. As a plate full of mushrooms. That's why I'm a fun guy.
I think you.
We're going to talk about dad jokes, though. I don't think we got to the dad jokes yet. I'm still.
Oh my gosh!
We're just,
see.
But here's my thing.
This is what I married into.
You are a very lucky
this
man.
Fun
marriage
guy.
is a choice, Jeremy. You took one look at me and you're like, I got to marry that sister of his.
It wasn't about me. Let's be honest. It was about him.
Oh man.
So
okay, how about we get into the dad jokes?
You guys and your bro, man.
I went to the doctor with a suspicious looking mole. You know, you go in, you get things checked like that. And he said they all look that way. My doctor did. And I'm like, "Ah, maybe I should have just left him in the garden then."
See, this is the joke that I'm going to wake up and get
Yeah.
and understand
Yeah.
later.
Why was the mole suspicious in your yard? What would he do?
Well, the mole was looking suspicious because I took him out of the garden and brought him to the
I
doctor
was like, what's
instead of
going on?
it wasn't
This is a sanitary
Jeremy,
place.
Jeremy, it wasn't a mole on my skin.
Oh.
It was a mole from the garden.
And I'm the blonde. And I'm the blonde.
Thank you. This is all I can handle for today. I appreciate it.
Well, what'd you think about that? What do you think about the jokes there and the stories? Did you get it yet? Do you get it? The mole? Did you get it? You didn't get it.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sorry. ADHD is totally kicking in, and I'm saying that acronym way too much, but it's like I keep on thinking of Austin Powers. The moment he said mole, like my brain shut off and listening to what he was saying.
You're just like,
And I just went back to the
Mole.
Austin Powers mole. Wow. I'm so sorry, but yeah, no, sometimes it's painful. His dad jokes, but
I think that's what they're supposed to kind of be. Like, I don't think that they're supposed to be like super, super great,
Yeah.
fantastic jokes. I think they're just supposed to be that like dry, dull humor, which is kind of my favorite. I don't know. Is it your favorite? You have some pretty good jokes. Here's what I don't understand. Your jokes, like you remember so many jokes and they're just like in your head. And I'm like, I've got to look at them on my phone. I've got to try to get them ready. Like I can't remember it. Where do you put that?
See,
what part of your brain? Like where is it stored?
I don't have jokes.
You have like a storage
Yeah,
somewhere. Like
I have
extra storage,
I have
a hard drive.
zero jokes inside of me. I think what it is it's the moment. There's a moment that happens, and I happen to say something in that moment that is stupid. And because it's just floats out there at the wrong time sometimes, I think that's what makes it so hilarious.
No. Show examples. Yo mama jokes. You can name a ton of them and you have some of them memorized. And then grosser than gross. And we're not going to get into that. But we were doing that last night at home and I was cracking up. I thought it was funny. I think we should do an episode like that. But there's just too much gross vile humor in that. And that's not what we need for the show.
We're grown-ups, okay? We don't need to talk about poo-poo pee-pee. Fart.
I mean, I still think it's funny stuff. I
Jeez.
do. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know.
Well, as we end this segment, you guys, I've always given a tease to our next guest. I'm not going to say who it is, but this is another guest that I am really excited about. And here's the reason why I'm excited. Well, for two reasons. I've known this person for a while, and I've seen her just blossom.
Mm-hmm.
And she is so amazing. She is nostalgically, she is a part of a show, and she's been a part of a TV show for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
And this
very long standing TV show. It's very
this
cool.
show has been around since I was a kid. I mean, I can't say anything
ancient.
more. It's amazing.
Cool.
I mean, think about that. It's an older show. She's on it now. It is. I'm so excited for the interview. And the best part of it that I get to announce is our daughter is going to introduce the segment. My kid's got a question.
It was really cute to see her, doing that and having that piece of it. So I'm excited to see. I think one of our other kids wants to participate as well. So it's nice to see. This has been a fun way of us to kind of just blossom our family and our creativeness too. But I think one of the things that I really like about your next speaker is that this individual is a very creative person.
Yeah.
And I think that is so needed, to kind of get out of your space, get out of your head space. Just like, so our 13-year-old is dealing with a lot of anxiety right now. And she's been very creative and wants to make bracelets and do drawings. And it was very cute. She was making drawings the other day with beautiful sayings and quotes on them. And I think, there's a special place in our hearts for very, very creative individuals. So I'm excited for that piece of it. And I was able to sneak peek some of it, and it's It's really good. It's really good. So
That episode is going to drop on February 15th. But in the meantime, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We really appreciate it.
everyone.
We'll see you next time on Pass Forward
Bye.
Now. Thank you for listening to Pass Forward Now. If you enjoyed the content, please like, subscribe, and share it with others that you feel it would impact. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate your support.
You're going to put that in there?
Nope.